In 1983, I was cast in a TV series called Berringers. I played a character, Melody Hughes, and my character was having an affair with Jeff Conaway's character, and also my mother was having an affair with Jeff Conaway's character, so it was sort of a weird love triangle. Jeff was lovely, great guy. I knew him as, from Greece, and he was just a wonderful actor. Years and years later, I was on Babylon 5, and Jeff was cast as one of the security men on the show. I really was a little bit naive about Jeff's issues with addiction. I at that point didn't have any issues of my own, so I didn't know the signals to look for. I know a couple of times there were some parties and maybe he was a little bit high or something, but it wasn't an issue. He was always professional. He knew his lines. He was wonderful at work. He was a kind, generous, sweet man, and I really loved working with him, and I loved being his friend. It wasn't until years after Babylon 5 went off the air that I became very much aware of his problem. And it deeply saddens me that none of us were there to be able to help him. When I saw him on Celebrity Rehab, it was frightening. I didn't recognize him. And I certainly never thought that the same thing could happen to me. We're all living in this little cloud of innocence and really a lack of knowledge about addiction. And seeing what Jeff went through made me more and more determined to help other people not go through that. And I think his death was a hallmark in my life. It made me more and more determined to spread the word about the Sinclair method so that possibly I could help other people. I had been on the Sinclair method for years by the time Jeff passed, but Jeff wasn't just abusing alcohol, he was abusing drugs as well. And for a very viable reason. He had a very horrible accident on a film set, or in a theater accident, I think it was, and he became addicted to pain pills. Many people go down that road. Opiate addiction is huge. Sinclair method works for many addictions. It has been working with opiate addicts as well. They're working with people, meth addicts and opiate addicts, alcoholics. It's compulsive behavior in general. The opiate antagonist, once it's introduced to the compulsive behavior, it can help that as well. For opiate addicts, though, you do have to be clean before you start the Sinclair method.